I think it's necessary for me to make any introductory remarks about this next lady who is our special guest. There's only one of her in the whole world. Here is Miss Bette Davis. Well, how are you, no talent? The only thing left for me to say is...
I thought I pinched your finger, you yelled so hard.
No, I'm just overwhelmed. Now, panel, we have an interesting problem for you tonight. It's one that I think you'll enjoy, and I know the audience is going to find it interesting, and I suspect that Miss Davis will find it kind of fascinating. Before the show went on the air tonight, we distributed paper and pencil to the members of our studio audience, asked them to write down any questions they would like to ask Bette Davis. Questions about her life, her career, the movie business, the people in it, no holds barred. We have not seen the questions in advance, have we?
We have not.
All right, they were collected by our ushers, so if I could have the questions now, please. Thank you very much. Oh, it'll be a long show. Panel, I think it's no secret that Bette Davis is one of the most outspoken, candid people in this business. Do you think that's a fair appraisal?
Well, it is my reputation, so we put it that way.
That it is. A little frightening, but that it is. Now, as you know, we have a well-informed panel. I'm sure they've read lots of interviews about you. So, panel, what you're to do, I will read these questions from the audience. You answer them as you think Bette Davis would answer them. Then we'll see how your answers match up with what her answer is. Bill Cullen, we'll start with you, and here we go.
Thanks a lot.
Pretend.
Thanks a lot.
First question, do you watch yourself on the late-night movies, and do you enjoy seeing yourself?
And I answer this as I think Miss Davis would answer it.
Indeed.
I think I would say yes. I occasionally see myself on the late-night movies, and I don't enjoy seeing myself.
Correct. Except I might add, some of them are so long ago that it's as if it was someone else, and I sort of liked those better than I did when I made them, so there's a little compensation.
All right. Bill, you're in tune. Now let's get to Betsy. The next question is, remember, you answer it as Bette Davis would, or as you imagine she would. Do you think there are some actors or actresses who did not deserve Oscars?
Yes, absolutely. It happens more often than not.
Miss Davis? There you go.
Oh, wow. Well, this would depend, my answer.
I'm beat around the bush now, Mr. Davis.
If I were asked this by a member of the press, let us say, I would hope I would not give that answer. If Betsy and I were in the room sort of chatting, I would probably say this, and in the position I'm in on this show, I cannot say I do not agree with you.
That was a nice sneaky way of saying you're right.
No. And I might add, I am one of those who received an Oscar, and for the film I received it for, I did not deserve it, which was a film called Dangerous. And it was a consolation prize for A Human Bondage the year before. So I am one of those who I
Good. I read that in your book, as a matter, I guess. No, all right. Now, Henry, answer this question, putting Bette Davis's mind into your mind. Are you temperamental?
I think I am more moody than temperamental. I probably am sometimes called temperamental by stupid people with whom I have very little patience. With whom I have very little patience.
You sure you're speaking for Miss Davis?
Well,
He is absolutely right.
if I were alone in a room with Miss Davis,
He's right. He's right. My reputation for temperament, which, by the way, is a very misunderstood word, technically. Temperament is a necessary evil for the performer, as everybody on this panel, I'm sure, knows. I am temperamental only as far as my work is concerned due to impatience with ignorance. then I've worked on it, but I haven't cured it.
Nice and honest. Bess, imagine you were Bette Davis. The papers said that you had a feud with Joan Crawford when you made Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Is this true? Did you have a feud with Joan Crawford?
I think that Miss Davis might say that because they were both excellent performers and temperamental people, that it could be that on the set or at various moments they may have come into a bit of conflict, but are you listening?
We're fascinated, yes. We're lighting up over here. We're getting nervous.
Again, we have to go back to the little room. I don't know. But I don't think so. I don't think that they had any
We didn't
quarrels.
have any.
Good.
Not a word. In the first place, we didn't have time. We had about a 16-day schedule. We're going to work together again, and we're going to have a longer schedule. And I hope it's the same, but who knows? But no, we were too much professionals for this. And out of spite, we didn't have a feud because everybody longed for it. And also it's very sad about our sex. I think any time two women work together, that women are always like cats with each other. I would much more easily have a row with an actor than an actress. Much. Yes, I think that's a fairer fight.
You're going to get more going for you, I'll tell you that. I'm not supposed to get in this game of answering as Bette Davis would answer, but I'm going to because the next card came from somebody in the audience, and I do not, as Bette Davis, I do not mean to offend, nor do I mean to offend as myself. The question is, how old are you? The answer is none of your business.
Oh, no, I will be 56 years old April 5th of this year. You can always find out later.
Well, you can't say I didn't give you a chance to get out from under
No, but
on
you
that
know,
one.
it's so silly to lie because it's so easy to look it up, you know? It's so silly. And then you forget what you said your age was the last time. So then you get all ages. So I've never lied about age.
Henry, did you have something that you want to say then? I saw you put...
I just wanted to know if you're really 56. I'm not. And how come you look like you do and I look like I do?
Well, I have a lot done on me before you see me here tonight. Oh, lots of work, an hour. A wonderful man named Mr. Gene Hibbs spends a whole hour with me before you see me sitting here. Come by some morning for early morning coffee. It will be there.
In that regard, may I say that I've been with her since very early this evening, and she is stretching the truth considerably.
Oh, thank you very much.
Question, Bill Cullen. Do you believe, now thinking as Bette Davis, do you believe that a career and marriage are compatible? Or which do you believe comes first, the career or the marriage?
They are sometimes compatible and sometimes not, and as to which one comes first depends on the people. Speaking for Miss Davis, I think I would have to say that they are not terribly compatible.
But you wish you hadn't said it.
Could
No,
I be
that
alone?
would be a reasonable deduction.
Could I be? But I think.
Never mind, Bill. Let's go on to the next question.
No, he's quite right. I was a very dedicated person right from the beginning. And that's very hard for the man. Very hard, as was proven a few times.
You ask for honest answers, you're getting them. I'm going to ask you to sit right here with us because we have one small thing we have to do on behalf of our client. We'll be back with you again right after this important message.
Here at the phone company, you've been our customer for a long time. Now Vonage wants to